Good morning, everybody. Today is, I'm frying up some peppers and onions right now. I don't know why, like, it just sounded really good. And then I'm gonna fry some bananas, make it crispy, but like soft in the middle. Put cinnamon on it. It's like a savory and salt. My boyfriend forgot to lock the door. I'm gonna go do that. Today's Thursday. Today we're gonna go see the Wonka movie because, I don't know. It's like date day, kind of. Just gonna do like half. I'm really not hungry in the morning, but I like need something before I start working. But yeah, I'm gonna work and then I'm going to clean the entire house. It's like 10:04 a.m. Today we're gonna go see the Wonka movie. Then we're just gonna come home and clean. I need to go to Target curbside pickup. I bought a new foundation and a new concealer because I've been doing my research about like acne safe makeup products, because a lot of the things that I like to buy are not acne safe, which makes sense of like why I'm breaking out. And also my hormones are going crazy. I also think that vitamin D3, hold on, this shit is breaking me out. I feel like, but it's like, it's hard because I need vitamin D3 in the winter. I just did like a lot of research on it. And basically if you're acne prone, it could make you break out if you have too much. Let's do a grocery haul. We went to KP and Costco. I like this fish, the barramundi. We got Greek yogurt. This is black tea, loose leaf. It's really good. And then this is almond flour. Sorry if you hear a dog barking. Turkey. I love these peppers. I'm obsessed with these peppers and these little ice cream cone thingies. And this taro sticky rice pandan. I don't know. If you know, you know. I already opened that after I paid. Sorry if you hear my air fryer. This is going so fast. I love this bread. It's so like multi-purpose use bread. I don't know how to explain it. I'm obsessed with this orange chicken from Costco. It's so good in the freaking air fryer, so crispy. The sauce is so good. Oh my god, this is the worst voiceover ever. Now I'm getting a phone call. Oh my god, hold on. This is cheese. You guys. Potatoes, salmon burgers. Yeah, we got kimchi and cookies. Good morning. Good morning. For dinner tonight, we're having orange chicken from Costco. This. Okay? It's so good. Like, literally try it. It's so good. Please. It's 10:26. I just cleaned the kitchen. This plant needs a little help. This one's gonna be fine. I just need to water her tomorrow, but I'm unsure about this one. My man's gonna be home any minute now. That's the microwave. All right, I know I shook it. I shook the sauce up in this container. I know there's some of you out there that's gonna relate. I only like the small pieces of chicken. That's like the crispier version. Otherwise it freaks me out. This is my boyfriend's plate. He's getting like the bigger pieces because they freak me out. I get the chicken ick, and to avoid getting the chicken ick, I like the little pieces. So perfect. And there's a lot of little pieces in here actually, which is why I like this one. But I'm just gonna be doing this for a second. I'm in my office right now and I'm doing stuff like for my website and just doing like a bunch of, I'm just gonna be in here like basically all day. Anyways, I've had kind of a bad day. That was my dog. I'm putting stuff on my website right now because it's a shop update day today. I measure everything, so you're never left guessing and you don't have to ask me. I mean, you can if you want and I'll tell you, but if you don't want to talk to people, I get it. Then you can, it's like in the listing description of each listing. I just don't really know what's going on with my body. I want to share more, but basically like I thought one thing was happening and then something else happened I'll share more when I'm sure. And like a lot of these are adjustable, so I'll literally be like, this is 15 inches, but it's adjustable to 17 inches or whatever the adjustable part is, if that makes sense. I'm also making, I know the lighting's bad, it's just like kind of, what time is it? 5 p.m. and gloomy outside. My skin is like really bad right now. Like really bad, and you can't even tell because it's just like little textured bumps under the skin, like fucking all over my face. So I don't know. Anyways, and like I've been doing these like string necklaces. Oh, so pretty. And basically you can tie them however short or long you want, you know what I mean? All the pictures will be on all my social media and also on my website. It's adjustable to 17 inches, and then I always put like, if there's pearl or like a crystal, which usually there is, I will put like what the metaphysical properties are. Want to know what the fuck is going on with my body, and I'm sure you're like, why don't you just make a doctor's appointment? For some reason, I don't know if it's like my area or if it's I'm stupid, but I try to contact obviously places that take my health insurance, right? And either they're not picking up, they're not getting back to me when I leave messages or emails, or they say they take my insurance and then I go through like the process and then they're like, "Oh, actually, we don't take your insurance." What the fuck is going on? Like, and like I know like if you have if you have insurance, like health insurance, you can go to the health insurance website or like Google what places, like what doctors places take like Medicaid or like Blue Cross, Blue Shield, whatever the fucking insurances are. And I tried to go through, I don't know if you guys know what Kaiser is. I'm trying to go through Kaiser because it's the closest thing to me, I guess. And like literally nothing. And then like I try to go to Kaiser, it's like impossible. But to go to Kaiser, okay, so I try to go to Kaiser, and to go to Kaiser Permanente, first of all, it takes forever to get in contact with an actual person. It's like so automated, and because you're not like a Kaiser member, which means you have to have like insurance through Kaiser, which I don't. I have insurance through like something else, like a different company. So like all these technicalities and stuff, and then like the people that I'm talking to on the phone like aren't telling me the correct shit because I'm hearing like all this shit from like different people that work under the same fucking roof, under the same goddamn company. Like, I'm so frustrated. I've been trying to make a doctor's appointment for a long time, and I've tried doctor's offices and hospitals. I don't know what it is. Like, is it like the times? Am I crazy? This is like driving me crazy because I just need a blood test. Like, if you know what listen, I don't give a fuck anymore. I thought I was pregnant, and then I had implantation bleeding. Okay? Like, why would I not? Fuck it. Okay. I thought I was pregnant. I had implantation bleeding or spotting. And so I was like, I'm for sure pregnant. A lot of the pregnancy tests, the pee stick pregnancy tests, it's been like 2-3 months. And I still don't know if I'm pregnant or not because I need a goddamn blood test. I could like go like this and pick my fucking eyes out. That's how irritated I am. Like, I just want to go like this and scoop my fucking eyes out and throw them across the room, dude. Like, and I have all the pregnancy symptoms. Like, literally almost all of them. I've done my research. And so all of the pregnancy tests, the P tests, I've only ever taken like the P test at home. They were like mixed. So it's like half of them are positive, faint line, and half of them are negative. And I hear that if you pee on the stick, like if you take a pregnancy test, it has to be like your first morning pee. So the ones I've noticed that are like my first pee in the morning are positive, and the ones that are like in the middle of the day or like at nighttime are negative. So it's like, at this point, what the fuck is going on with my body? And I don't know. That's what I want to do. Seriously, at this point, it's been like months, like 3 months this month, I think, or even 4. Like, I don't know. I've missed 2 periods. I get my period. Oh, I almost, this is my wallet. I almost picked up, I'm recording on my phone. I almost picked up my wallet like it was my phone. So it's the 3rd, March 3rd, right now. I'm supposed to get my period on the 11th or the 12th, and it's supposed to last until the 15th. I track my period on my notes app. That, like, I know, like, people skip periods all the time and then they're not pregnant and it's like a different thing, but I know my body and I've never skipped a period in my life ever. Like, when I was on birth control, I would like purposely skip my periods. Don't do that shit. Like, it's so unhealthy for you. I haven't been on birth control in a while. So I know my body, I never skip a period. Even when I got off birth control, my period immediately, like, I have a very regular period. The punctuation. Period. Anyways, I kind of want to cry. Okay, so it's been a couple months. I haven't had a period, and I've had like the implantation bleeding, which only lasts like maybe a day and a half, 2 days at the most. And I've looked that up. And then obviously I stopped. And then the second month, I didn't get my period. And then fast forward to today, I'm spotting again. But it's like, yeah, I'm just spotting again. And so I'm like, fuck, am I in a miscarriage? I'm like crying my eyes out because like it's so scary to not know what's going on with your body, and I want a baby. So I just need to know. Like, duh. Anyways, and so I'm not spotting anymore, but I spotted and I looked it up. Like, obviously I researched the fuck out of everything that like has to do with health in my body. And so I looked up like early pregnancy spotting, like why, basically. I don't know why I phrased it like that in like caveman talk. And basically it said it could be a miscarriage. And then a bunch of people were saying like, so I was like researching what doctors were saying, but I was also researching what like pregnant people were saying, or people that have been pregnant in the past were saying, so I could get like both perspectives and like all the information I could possibly hold in my brain. And so basically it could be a miscarriage. Some lady, like a lot of people actually said that like they were spotting throughout their whole entire pregnancy, and then their baby was healthy the entire time. And now their baby's like carried to full term, like 3 years old, little boy, healthy. So it's like really, and I don't have anyone to talk about it. I feel like I could talk to my man about it, but to be honest, like I love him to death, but he's a man and he's not gonna understand. Like, I do talk to him about it. Like, he knows that like I'm spotting. He knows when I take pregnancy tests, obviously, because like he's involved, but he doesn't understand like the emotional depth and like the emotional fucking toll of what I'm going through right now. And I just need somebody that does. But like, I don't have a lot of friends, to be honest. Like, I had a friend, they're like long distance friends because I moved so much, but I had a friend here and I just cut her out for not like dramatic reasons, to be honest. We kind of just weren't compatible as friends, and I think we both kind of like realized that and just went our separate ways. That's how I think that it went. But yeah, I don't have friends where I live, so it's kind of just, and like I'm not gonna tell like my dad, because I don't want to tell my dad unless it's like I'm for sure pregnant, just because I don't want like, sometimes not every old person but sometimes older people can be very judgmental and have opinions that you didn't ask for when you tell them big things like that, or like speak negativity into your life. And I just don't fucking need that right now because I will cry. I did cry today, and I just don't need like the extra, like, in my fucking ear when I'm trying to figure out. This is already going on in my head without the constant in real life, okay? So I don't need that in real life yet. Do you know what I mean? Like, I love my dad and I love my older family, but sometimes you have to tell them after the fact. Like, if you're getting a tattoo and you're over the age of 21 or 18 or whatever, tattoo age, just don't fucking tell them. If you don't live with them, you don't need to tell them, like, if they're gonna have a negative opinion on it. Like, I always tell my dad that I get tattoos after the fact. Stressed out, so like I'm not spotting anymore. I'm trying to make a doctor's appointment. And also, like, oh, back to like what the spotting could be. So it could be like something else is bleeding and not your uterus. Like the doctor said, like your cervix, or like, I don't know. So basically, they don't know shit about shit. Like, I try to look up holistic things on Google a lot, and like, is this herb safe for pregnancy? Because even though I don't know that I'm pregnant, I did look up that, like, what is it called? HCG or HGC. The hormone, the pregnant hormone, is not going to be in you. You don't just naturally have it if you're not pregnant, is basically what I looked up. Correct me if I'm wrong. Or like, if you have any tips or any help, please help me, because I just need to go see a doctor and get a blood test. But it's just, they're not getting back to me, and the bleeding could be anything apparently. So I don't know. And I guess it's like a good thing that it's like spotting and not bleeding, like period bleeding, like heavier. But it could still be like a rise for concern. Is that how you say it? I don't know. But it's really like frustrating, and like, who the fuck am I? Like, I'm just gonna tell you guys, like, who the fuck am I? Like, why am I like, whatever. Like, my dad doesn't watch this, and like my older family doesn't watch this, so like, I'm gonna tell my YouTube friends. Do you know what I'm saying? And I even told my man that I wasn't gonna tell, but like, I don't give a fuck anymore. Like, what are you gonna give me, the evil eye? Swat that shit away. Like a fucking fly. Like a fucking fly. Anyways. Sometimes I don't believe in the evil eye. Sometimes the evil eye humbles me, and then I have to like up my protection. But sometimes I don't believe in the evil eye, because like, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are me? But especially, who the fuck are you to be giving me the evil eye and like it affect me that bad, as if I don't have like wards up in my house. Do you know what I'm saying? As if my ancestors aren't like breathing down my neck. Yeah. So that's what's been going on. I don't know what the fuck is going on with my body, but I'm working, and I'm kind of treating it as if I am pregnant. So I'm not eating like raw fish, or like, I don't drink alcohol, but like, I'm not doing any of that. So I'm kind of like acting as if, not me manifesting a baby, but I'm kind of acting as if I am pregnant. Like, I stopped my retinol, my Differin gel, which is retinol usage, because I know you're not supposed to do that when you're pregnant, which maybe that's why my skin is so fucked up. Isn't it fucked up? The only thing that can clear my skin right now is retinol, and I can't have it because I might be pregnant, but I might not be. What the fuck is going on? Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna upload. I have 2 more pieces to upload. I look up like holistic things on Google, like, can pregnant people like have this herb? Because I'm very like into herbal holistic medicine or whatever. And it's like, It's like I know that pregnant people can have a certain herb because of like the fucking books that I have and like generational knowledge. Like my aunties and my nanas and my grandmas tell me shit like this. You know what I mean? Like I did this when I was pregnant and I had like a good, you know what I'm saying? But then I look at Google and it's like, no, it's bad. It's not backed by this and this and this. Like we don't have enough research. Why? So research then. Are you stupid or are you dumb? Like I'm actually getting mad. Like, and it's like that with so many herbs. And so now it's like I'm kind of unsure. I'm like second guessing myself a little bit. But it's like, who the fuck is Google? Do you know what I'm saying? Because there's herbs that I know. I don't know. Like I hate like the whole like I'm gonna Google something like that's supposed to be simple. Can I have this herb or not? It's literally a fucking plant and you don't know if I can have it. It's a plant. You don't know. You haven't studied plants? What are you doing? And then I will like Google stuff like about pregnant people because I'm having these symptoms or like about pregnant people in general. And you know what? In me Googling things about pregnant people and pregnancy symptoms makes me realize nobody knows shit about shit. Like, nobody knows shit about shit when it comes to pregnant women. Nobody knows shit about shit when it comes to women's health. For example, red clover. I'm looking up, like, can pregnant people have red clover? And they're like, we actually haven't researched that much about it. Or, like, we haven't researched, like, okay, bitch, so research it. Research it. Are you stupid? You haven't researched a plant? I don't know, maybe I'm the dumb one. Maybe I'm the stupid one. Because I'm gonna freak out if I don't know if I'm pregnant or not soon. Like, I've had all of the symptoms. So it's like, what is it? My period, non-existent. What is it? I need some goddamn help. Because this is driving me crazy. And it was driving me crazy even more because I need to talk about it. Like, my boobs have been so sore. The implantation bleeding, I counted, basically I did the math and like it lines up. Like exactly correct, if that makes sense, because like you conceive sperm, egg, you know, and there's like a certain window that you get implantation bleeding. It's not just like at any point in time. There's like a window. Look it up. It can tell you more than me, like when you get implantation bleeding. But I didn't know about implantation bleeding until I suspected that I was pregnant because I missed my period. I thought I was pregnant. I started bleeding, like spotting. So I was like, oh, I'm not pregnant. And then I stopped within like half a day, basically a day and a half or something like that. And then I looked it up and sure enough, it was implantation bleeding, like the perfect time, like the window, and everything just like adds up. And like I was saying, that pregnancy hormone that starts with the HCG, I don't know, or like the other way around, it's not going to be present in your body unless you are pregnant, which means like that's like the hormone that the test is reading or like looking for. It's just so fucking frustrating. And then I went on like a whole rabbit hole about different pregnancy tests because like why is this brand of pregnancy test like always negative but this one's always positive? So like some are more sensitive than others and it's just like, so nobody knows shit about shit. That's what you're saying. Like nobody knows shit about shit. Nobody knows shit about pregnant women. Nobody just knows shit about women's health. Like I'm gonna because why am I Googling all this shit and doing all this research just to come up with, tee we haven't researched that yet. Get a fucking grip. Get a fucking grip because it's 2024. What do you mean you haven't researched a plant yet? It's a plant. But you're obsessed with marijuana, but you haven't researched red clover. You can find it in your fucking lawn. You haven't, no? I'm sorry. I'm like going on a rant because I'm pissed. Like, what the fuck is this world? Like, we already knew the American healthcare system is literal trash, But goddamn. Like, how are you just, we haven't researched it yet. So get a different job. I don't fucking know. Like, oh my God. Like, what do you mean you don't know this and this about pregnant women? Have pregnant women, okay, have they or have they not been around since the world literally existed? Like, pregnant women have always been a thing. Cavemen, cave women, whatever, were pregnant in a cave, in tree huts back in the day, okay? But you don't know anything. But you haven't done any research. Women are still giving birth on their backs. All right, that's enough. I feel like this was the negative portion of the video, and I think we're just gonna try to be more positive now because it felt so good to rant though, because men just don't understand. Like, I love my boyfriend, but like he just doesn't understand. Like, he'll listen to me say all that shit and rant, and I do rant to him a lot, and he's a good listener, but like, what is he supposed to say? Like, he can't feel my wrath, my womanly wrath, okay? He can't understand like how I'm feeling, not knowing if I'm pregnant or not, like, and then seeing blood and then spotting and then like, oh my God, and like all these bad things may happen or they might not happen or I might not be pregnant or like, I don't know. But it's been like months and I really do think that I'm pregnant. Like, and on the spiritual aspect of it as well, and the spiritual side of it, because basically, well, they're called spirit babies, okay? Okay, I got a phone call, but the spiritual side of it, like I had, so basically a couple years ago, I started to feel like that maternal, motherly, I don't know what to call it, feeling instinct. And I would get baby fever a lot. I guess that's what you would call baby fever. But it's not just like a phase, it's like all the time. And then like for years, I think my baby's gonna be a girl, but either way, I don't care about the gender. I just want a healthy baby, healthy, happy, carried to full term baby. In my dreams and in my visions and stuff like that, the baby is a girl. I always would have dreams about me carrying a baby girl, and even like the dreams that I have now, because they're more strong, the visions and the dreams get more prominent and more strong as the thing is about to happen or is like really close to happening. And I don't mean like that's so Raven visions. The visions are more like you're having a memory, but you know that it didn't happen. It's just like in the back of your mind and you can like see it. I don't know how to explain a vision, but it's not like, and then you blank out. That's so Raven. I can like be talking to somebody. I could like be talking to you or like be talking to somebody or like fully functional and be having a vision the entire time. It's just like a distant memory. It feels like, I don't know if this is weird, but it feels like when I have a vision, it's stored in the back half of my brain. Like it stops in the middle. I don't know. Okay. So I would always have visions of like a little baby girl. And like I said, if I have a boy, I would adore the boy just as much, like 100%. It doesn't really matter for me, but I'm just telling you like what visions that I saw, and fate is not sealed all the time. It's kind of like the butterfly effect, like anything can happen and anything can change your path and fate, and like anything can change your fate and like your course. Does that make sense? Like the littlest things, like not brushing your hair this morning, like it just like changes a path and like a ripple and you wouldn't even like know it. I don't know, like holding the door open for a stranger, like you wouldn't even like think that that would change anything, and it does. And like in your life, I don't even know how to explain it. If you know, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so they're just like getting stronger. I've had dreams of like positive pregnancy tests, baby girls, like me like holding the baby girl, trying to save her from like bad guys or whatever. But to be fair, I'm always running from bad guys in my dream. Sometimes it's with my animal, like my Ollie or my dog, or sometimes it's with the baby girl. I'm like always trying to save my baby or my fur babies. So it's kind of stressful, but within those dreams are like messages. So I do think it's gonna be a girl. But like again, I'll let you know if I even am pregnant. Like I'm just confused at this point, and I need to get a doctor's appointment. But it's like obviously I need a doctor's appointment that takes my insurance because I'm not trying to pay like $500 for a fucking blood test. That's what's going on, and it's fucking stressful. I'll let you know when I get a doctor's appointment. Come along the rest of the night with me. It's gonna be kind of like a night vlog, but I'm not gonna be doing that much. I'm just gonna be working. So if you were ever wondering what it looks like, sorry, my charger's plugged in because my phone's on 13%. This is what it looks like on my end when I try to upload product orders, products, discounts, and everything, dashboard.